Well, it's Monday, November 23rd, 2015. Welcome to your Weld County School District 6 School Board meeting. This meeting will now come to order. Will you join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's getting better. Roll call, Ms. Brea.
Mr. DeWitt?
Present.
Mr. Hafley?
Present.
Mr. Hall?
Mr. Hall is excused this evening.
Mr. Lydiak?
Present.
Ms. Pappas?
Present.
Dr. Richard?
Present.
Mrs. Solis?
Present.
6 members are present.
Thank you. A real brief Board of Education President announcement segment here. First of all, anticipating a happy Thanksgiving for all of our students and employees and all of our parents. Take care of each other over those days that you're not with us, and then come back and get ready for more. The other item that seems appropriate to share with the community and the board is a little recognition of Logan Richardson's service to the board and our community. And we will provide Mr. Richardson with this plaque that thanks him for his contribution to the leadership of the board in appreciation of your valuable service to the students, families, and the entire District 6 community. Your dedication, hard work, innovative ideas, visionary leadership, and thoughtful consideration of students' needs has truly made District 6 a better place to learn, work, and build success. So we do want to thank Mr. Richardson, and I'll see that he gets this and ask his wife to see that it gets on a wall. The next item is an opportunity, a hearing of persons desiring to speak before the board. And just a general explanation of this, it's our opportunity to hear briefly from individuals who have concerns or questions or comments about the school district or observations. And it's an opportunity not so much for a discussion, and we just limit this to a 3-minute presentation, but it does give the opportunity to highlight interest in the community, and if appropriate, there can be follow-up from an employee of the district within a reasonable period of time. And the first individual interested in speaking before the board is Ms. Pat Otto, who, spoiler alert, has got another Starfish Award, or maybe more than one, this evening.
Good evening, President DeWitt, Dr. Pilch, members of the board. I do have 2 Starfish Awards. I hope to make this a regular piece of my 3 minutes up here on the board meetings. This time I have 2, and we recently, the Teaching Association and the district team came together to do consensus training. And that would not have been possible without 2 people who came in early, stayed late, typed up documents, got them for us the next day, kept us going on a good schedule. So Bernie Berea and Amy King, who works in HR, are my Starfish Award winners tonight. I won't read the poem a little again because then I will just cry again. Okay. But they are making a difference. There are hidden heroes, our hidden helpers. They do so much behind the scenes that people don't realize, that keep not just Dr. Pilch going, but keep all of us going and on track. So thank you, Bernie and Amy.
Thank you, Pat. I really appreciate that.
And Bernie has to take notes about receiving the award.
Yes.
This will be fun to read. I'll enjoy that. The next person willing to speak is Mr. Robin Hyatt. Welcome, Mr. Hyatt.
Good evening. My name is Robin Hyatt, and I am a retired Navy SEAL, Vietnam era. I'm speaking this evening on behalf of Rylan Hyatt, who is my grandson. I want to bring your attention to several incidents of physical bullying attacks on my grandson that happened here in Weld County. Allow me to inform you about the inaction that I noticed in this issue. I have a copy of the bullying policy, prevention and education, pulled from your website. And I'm aware that on 3 different occasions, Rylan was bullied. He told teachers they took no action. That's not what it says here. This bullying has to stop. This may be the issues that fostered the shootings at Columbine High School in Littleton or recent shootings at several different schools and colleges. The bullying just needs to end. You have a policy. I would like to see it followed. The students being victimized need to be recognized as such, and bullying needs to be addressed in accordance with your own district policies. And just from the information that I've gained from talking with my grandson, his mother, and a couple of other people, best practice 1 is not being done, 5 is not being done, 7 is not being done, 8 is not being done. He got kicked in the butt, reported it to a teacher, nothing happened. He got punched in the head, causing a severe headache for 2 days. He told the teacher, nothing happened. By the way, if you'd like those names, I can share those with you privately.
Thank you.
Then on the 13th of November, he got punched in the face and caused another headache. And just recently, a child pulled his backpack from the back, knocked him down where he fell down and hurt his shoulder. And that's the only one that anybody took any notice to, because apparently there was a witness that called VP Mr. Kleiber, is that the right name? And he called my daughter and spoke to her about his conduct. Well, it's not his conduct I'm worried about, it's yours. You have a policy, please follow it. I've been around a long time, and I'm going to be watching. I'm going to watch all the board meetings from now on, and if my grandson gets in another one, you're going to be talking to me up close and personal. Do you understand?
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. The next person who is interested in speaking is Joey Dooley, excuse me.
My name is Joey Dooley, and my son is Rylan Hyatt. He attends Franklin Middle School. My son, last week, was hit in the face. Nobody decided to call us. Nobody did anything about it. This Monday, when my son was attacked again and pulled back, my son decided to defend himself. Because my son defended himself, we were called. In y'all's policy, it says that fighting, mutual combat, and self-defense is all rolled into one thing. I don't understand how anybody who is defending themselves under state and constitutional law is going to be in trouble. I don't understand why the education system is teaching our children that if you defend yourself, you are going to be in trouble. Self-defense is also classified with same punishment as drinking at school. It's classified with other punishments too. I really don't understand that. I tried calling the administration office and everything else. Can't get in touch with nobody. I'm a service member. I've been to other countries and defended people who do not defend themselves. It's not a pretty sight. When the education system starts telling our children that it is wrong to defend yourself, if you defend yourself, you are going to be in trouble, something is wrong. We, as a country, have been defending ourselves for a long time. It's been our right. And it's not right to start teaching our kids at any point in time not to defend themselves. To punish them, to show them that defending themselves is the same as going to school drunk, same as disturbing class, same as doing a whole lot of other incidences that are a lot severe than taking up and standing up and defending yourself. I ask the board member to please remove this wording of self-defense. As a parent, if the school is going to teach my child that self-defense is wrong, I'm going to take my child from that school. If you're going to teach children against constitutional rights, state laws, and everything else, I'm going to remove my child from that school. Nobody anywhere has a right to teach against a constitutional law or a state law, or punish because you are doing what the law says is in your rights. That's all I have to say. Thank y'all.
Thank you very much, Mr.
One
Dooley.
more thing, by the way, I want to tell you that I have an attorney on retainer, and if my grandson gets attacked again, I'm going to take you to court and sue your ass.
Thank you very much for your opportunity to speak to the board. Appreciate it. The next item is the work session report. Ms. Brea?
Pilch began the work session with a discussion of a possible ballot initiative. She discussed possible initial steps that would include defining a timeline, polling, and review of the district's facility master plan. Board members had time for questions and discussion. Chief Academic Officer Dr. Stacy Dattery and Director of Assessment Dr. Sophia Masovich presented student data from the district's formative assessments. She reviewed data results for K-8 math and English language arts and middle school science. Board President Roger DeWitt allowed time for open comments from board members, a review of future agenda items, and the board calendar and upcoming events. Dr. Pilch discussed her goals of board superintendent relations, building relationships and trust, and community engagement, and student learning and achievement. And that concluded the work session.
Thanks, Ms. Brea. Next item is the superintendent's report. Dr. Pilch.
Thank you, Mr. DeWitt. So as Ms. Barea mentioned, we had a robust discussion about a possible ballot initiative in the fall of 2016. And so I'm pleased that you all have given me some direction to continue to pursue that possibility, and that over the next several months we will be working hard to determine what the interest is in our community, to identify the needs here in terms of our instructional needs as well as our facility needs. And I'm excited that we'll be coming back to you over the next several months for you to give us input into that and to help guide us as we do that work. So lots of opportunity for community input as we begin that work, and it's a bright day for District 6 to begin to do that. I also want to reference Ms. Pat Otto, the president of the GEA, who came up to give the Starfish Award. She mentioned that we've started this consensus negotiations, but we did 3 days earlier this month, as you all know, and we will do another day of work next week when we come back after the Thanksgiving break. And our intent is to come to you all with a solution around the hard-to-fill positions, especially in the special service providers positions. And the board has committed and is participating in January with our team made up of administrators and teachers. You all have agreed to give up 3 days of your time for training to support the work that we've begun. And I just want our viewing community to know the commitment that you all have made to ensure that we move forward in the work we do with our Teachers Association. Then a big celebration to Greeley West High School. They were recently recognized as an AVID National Demonstration Site. And what that means is the program, AVID, Advancement via Individual Determination. You may remember an update just last month about AVID and Advanced Placement and International Baccalaureate. But AVID is moving students who typically would not be college-bound students, moving those students into college, preparing them to be successful in college. And we, Greeley West, has been selected as one of only 4 sites in the state of Colorado, K through 12, to be an AVID national demonstration site. And we're one of just 160 in the nation out of 5,600 plus AVID schools across the country. So this is a big deal and really exciting for District 6. And what it means for our students is our students graduating all of our high schools have the opportunity to be a part of AVID and to have the skills and the support to enter college and be successful in college, and that's pretty exciting. So I also want to share with everyone that tonight in our work session, as we looked at our formative assessment data, we have some celebrations there that we are beginning to see here at the end of November, that our students are moving in the direction we would expect them to move in terms of student achievement based on our classroom formative assessments. And in particular, our students who are a part of the blended learning pilot seem to be outperforming students who are not in schools with the blended learning pilot. So this is very early results, but very exciting to have data that says this is the work we should be doing. And just to remind everybody, blended learning is the combination of the use of instructional technology with small group instruction and small group work, as well as direct instruction on the part of the teacher. And blended learning is really what is allowing us, in some ways, is allowing us to personalize learning for those students in the classroom and allowing students to move at a pace more appropriate for them and to learn in a different modality than just teacher instruction. So it's pretty darn exciting, and I wanted to share that with the public tonight. Thank you, Mr. DeWitt.
Well, thank you very much. All good news. Well, the next item is item E, approval of the agenda. And that's an action item, and I'd be glad to hear a motion to that effect at this time.
I move that the Board of Education of Will County School District 6 approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none. Roll call, Ms. Barea.
Mr. DeWitt?
Aye.
Mr. Haefele?
Aye.
Mr. Lydiak?
Aye.
Ms. Pappas?
Aye.
Dr. Richard?
Aye.
Mrs. Solis?
Aye.
And the motion carries 6-0.
Thank you. The next item is the approval of the consent agenda, and that's a motion to be found on page 6. I'd be glad to hear that motion at this time.
I move that the Board of Education of Weld County School District 6 approve items as presented on the consent agenda and authorize the officers to sign any and all contracts.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there discussion or question? Seeing none. Roll call, Ms. Barea, please.
Mr. DeWitt?
Aye.
Mr. Haefele?
Aye.
Mr. Lydiak?
Aye.
Ms. Pappas?
Aye.
Dr. Richard?
Aye.
Mrs. Solis?
Aye.
And the motion carries 6-0.
Thank you.